Welcome back to more Burning Crusade dungeons. We're about to do Zul'Farrak. I think the druid's going to be healing this, and the warrior will be tanking. You notice I got a new sword. Have my sound back where it was. I got an old man run, but there was a 70 hunter just carrying the group, so it didn't bother to record it. But I got this Stone Slayer off the final boss, which is fantastic for warriors and reds. The final boss was level 40. I laughed. I was like, really? What a joke. The mobs that used to be 44 were now like 39. They nerfed the shit out of Oldham, man. And that's good, because that dungeon was stupid. The level scaling on was terrible. I did a couple of the quests. I was hoping to get one of the two hands off the final boss, and I did. The other one was a mace. This is actually the better one. This thing has a speed of 3.9, which is really slow. Really slow is really good. Slower is better. You want to use Command or Wind Fury. Now I'm rolling with Command, and I've got the best two-hand for it. Well, at least at level 40. I have a really good one for it, to put it that way. This is one of the few dungeons that's outside. You can use your mount in this dungeon. Been doing more questing. Got my nifty stopwatch from the Badlands. I didn't do much else in that zone, I just knew about the trinket. Got my alchemy up to 275. That's about as high as I can get it at this point, because these plants are in the level 50s zones. Might have to buy some stone scale oil. Now I got a good two-hand with Wind Fury Command. Stress beacon, some crap to go turn it. I did another Razor Fiend Downs run. I don't think I got... Oh yeah, I got the cape in that one. Did it with 4 people again, because we had 5, but one of them decided to just not show up or say anything. Just sat there AFK until the character eventually logged out. I think the guy just walked off, left the game running, and never came back. We just did it with 4 people. Then the older man run, I got this sword. And I also got this mace, Galgan's Feuerhammer. From the dwarf guy in there. So I got 2 weapons. There's another beacon. Gotta remember to keep this command up. That's the beacon. I should give you some drugs. I need some of these myself, though. I don't know why people make me no warrior or rogue. That is just a crap race for those classes. I got an intellect boost that does absolutely nothing for your class. Those are the worst combinations in the game. Okay, hold on. Here, have some drugs. I wouldn't want to be a midget either, so I'm glad that race got the shaft instead of this race. Human is the only alliance race I would want to be out of the available list, so it's fortunate to me that they have decent racials, weapon expertise bonuses. I've got escape artist. Yeah, and outside of the arena or battlegrounds, the escape artist is about as useful as my perception. How often do mobs root you? But it works out for me because I would have been a human either way. If we switch the racials, then I'd be the one getting the shaft. Although paladins do use intellect, so it's not as bad as warrior or rogue. But I don't pick any of my classes based on their racials. Roll for blame. Why is there no guild named Set Sail for Fail? That used to be my motto for a while. mostly plate now. Oh yeah, another thing I got from the Old Man run was this Crag Fist of the Bear, which is a blue plate glove. I got 3 blues out of that run. Earlier, I actually had a BOE drop, which is this. Plated Fist of Haku. Same level. Would have equipped that if I didn't have this other one. But I already have a blue there, the same level, so I may as well throw that in the auction house. I got a couple slots that still need plate. That's a whole bunch of quests. I don't think anyone has the mallet for Derbzilla near the end. Might not be getting that one. But it's just a big fat Hydra. And I think it was in my original Zul'Farrak videos. Strength of Stone. Increased BB damage. The buffs proccing off my sword. Increases damage for 8 seconds. And that is meal. Bone Link is a nice green set of mail at level 40 for your shamans and hunters. But unfortunately that's Owl. Got a bad stat group. Where's the croc? Don't see many crocs. It's nice when people use the pet they want instead of just following the Ravager meta. I gotta use a Ravager because that's what the damn Wowhead guide tells me to. I can't just use what I want. I think someone missed a shell back here. I would probably still have a wolf for groups. I always liked my howl buff. The name that I had on my wolf back when I had one was actually the same name I have now. Having a name on a pet doesn't conflict with a player. So you and a pet can have the same name you want. Or the hunter can just name the pet after himself. That's something that some people liked to do because it would trick the damage charts. Because they would list the hunter and the pets separately. But if the name is the same, then the damage meter gets tricked into thinking that the pet damage and your damage are the same person. And then if enemy players try to target you based on the name, sometimes they would ding the pet instead. But I don't think anyone cares about these things anymore. This number, actually both of these are wrong. It's 1,100. 1,000 is the training, the 100 is the mount. Then the epic is 5,000 for the training, 200 for the mount. I would know, I have 4 characters with epic flying. Although I did save 100 gold on the last one because I just skipped the regular flying and went right to the epic. So I paid 1,000 for the training, 5,000 for the epic training, and then I just bought the epic mount. I did not buy the regular flying. But only one of my characters was able to do that. It's not hard to make that gold. You just do all of the quests in Outlands. When you get to Outlands, just do every quest in sight. All my characters have basically done all the quests in Outlands. Everything in every zone. I didn't do that at all in Classic. Well, when we were in Classic and 60 was the cap, I went around doing all of the quests at max level. I didn't do all of them in the game and to scour the continents for all the quests, but I did the ones that were at 60. Not sure if I have my volume at the same setting that I had it before. So I changed it around and then I couldn't remember what it was at. But I think it's either at the same setting or it's a little bit lower. He's gonna round up everything, isn't he? I got my consecration. It's a nice stone pose, isn't it? I'm stoned. We need a gold needle. Wait, this isn't Final Fantasy. Plow right through here. We have a lot of shit to do, so we gotta get plowing. It's not a bad idea to kill all these mobs because we're gonna struggle to get enough tempers and shells for everyone. If everyone's on this quest, you need 100 goddamn tempers. That is nearly impossible to get in one run. The shells are only 5, although there's not as many beetles in the zone. Some people are going to have to do multiple runs. There's a dink. Bought a plate chest, which is pretty cheap. That's not the one I won the auction on in the other video. I think it was called a symbolic crest. That's actually a shield. I thought it was a chest. But this one is a chest that I bought. Level 45 plate. And it's got all resist. It's a magic defense. Is that Wind Fury hit? He's undead. It's not even stun immune. Where the hell did they go? They take some weird path around the wall. Okay. Not sure why you would go this way. Don't. In the air. There's a nice two-handed here, but it's a staff. Paladin doesn't like staff. I like the Paladin weapon selection more than Shaman, because instead of dagger and staff, you get swords. I don't get sword skill on the Horde, but I don't have dagger or axe skill either. But as a human, I got sword and mace skill. I've been toted. Got my Hammer of Wrath, which is basically a ranged execute. Really forgot how fun it is to be a paladin. You got your cleanse that removes damn near everything. Got your divine shield. I've jumped off a few mountains with that already. I was going to the Thousand Needles and I just hopped off the lift. I was like, yeah, I don't have to bother with your elevator. Just jump off with my bubble. You don't get water walking or underwater breathing. Shaman does. But those are things you have almost no use for than Outlands. Into soul. Hammer of Wrath is a fantastic ability, but it does have a cooldown. It'll just let you spam the thing. Life, blood, immune. I'm trying to remember the stats that that thing used to have. I mean, I'm sure one of them's gonna want it, or maybe not. I don't really need that, but know, compared to this one. No, just let the shaman have it. I'm fine with this one. I think that just had stamina and spirit in classic. I'm trying to remember the stats that thing had. It wasn't a damn blue with spell power, I can tell you that. They buffed the stats on that shit. Like I said before, Burning Crusade had to clean up the mess that was classic. Many items that just had totally illogical stats now have stats that make more sense. I found a recipe for a cloth mask, and in class, I remember that mask. I was like, wow, they changed that. Because in classic, that mask, that cloth mask, had strength and agility on it. A cloth item had strength and agility. What were they fucking thinking? What caster would ever want strength and agility? Now, that item has intellect and spell power on it. Gotta buff the croc too. Extra chomping power. It's the blessing of chomping. I wouldn't mind having Gift of the Naru and the Hit Aura though, if those were the human racials. But weapon expertise is good. It works out, because as a human you can end up getting both. You could mooch the ore from a goat just being in your party, without you having to be one. The weapon expertise you have to be the human to get. And the expertise bonus that's on human and orc, that's actually 1/4 of the cap. In order to expertise cap. Do I need this for something? I think I need that. Not this shit. You need 20 expertise to cap against an even level enemy. The racial bonuses give you 5. If you are a rogue, you get another 10 just from your combat page. So a human rogue can get 3/4 of the cap right there. But the rogue can't use axes, so orcs rogues get the shaft. They get axes in Wrath of the Lich King. The tank spec on Warrior and Paladin get bonus expertise as well. So this one is combat expertise, 1 per talent point and some health. I think the orc one is 6 expertise, so it's a little bit extra. The human, or the paladin one is 5. Sadly, if I hit 70 and start tanking all the dungeons, it's going to be on the Alliance side, so I'm going to be helping the opposition. But I think I have done plenty for my fellow horde. You know, 470s on the horde side. And in total, all of those guys will have already done a shit ton more dungeons than this guy is ever gonna do. But I don't see myself ever being a damn blood off. I got all the scarab shells, so at this point it's just up to them. If we're ever gonna make an alliance character, it may as well be the Holy Man. The lawful stupid guy. Let him be the one on the alliance. And then we get to be human instead of blood elf. Like them big chunky crits. That's what I've been getting with this weapon. There's actually a purple sword you can make from this place. It's a level 50, well, it was level 50 in Classic. I don't know if they nerfed it here. If you can get the 2 blue swords from this dungeon, they can combine together, and they make a purple sword. But those swords are really fucking rare. We done killed the guy that drops one of them. Then the chief guy can drop the other one. Yeah, that's probably never happening. Unless you want to run this place like 10 to 15 times, you're not going to get both of those swords. Guy's not even elite. These are actually undead. It's their graveyard. There you go, Crocodick. Really gonna clear all of these things. Really fun to be a paladin in Crusade, because Crusade is fucking full of undead and demons. I've been thinking about that the last few times I was in there. But I'm just playing this guy in my off time. it. Or missed. I would actually look forward to taking the dungeons at level 70 with this character. Because Paladins have it so good on tanking and Burning Crusade. I'm sure there's still the way to go in Wrath as well, but then the other classes get really good buffs. And I'll be a Death Knight at that point. So if I was ever going to play on the Alliance, or be a Paladin, it's kind of now or never, because when Wrath comes out, we're going to be Death Knight. The other characters will just be there to support the Death Knight. My Classic and Crusade are about enjoying all the classes I want to, and still raiding, trying to push content. But we're trying to enjoy a variety of classes, because the class that I care the most about are not in these games. Getting tempers off these things, that's good. Well, all the extra mobs that we're getting that you didn't need to kill might enable us to get all of the tempers that we need. That is cloth, don't care. That's an offhand. Still have a bunch of shit to sell, but this group popped up unexpectedly when I wasn't really ready for it. I was on my way for the final quest turn in to prep this dungeon, because that quest was going to chain to send me in here, and I saw a post looking for 1 damage. I was like, well, hell, I can't pass that up. Because groups are hard to find. They're hard to find at 70. In the lower levels, they're really hard to find. But I do have all of the quests. I just had to go turn that in before I came here. I was riding on my way to the guy. I don't even care if they swing at me. I got decent armor. My devotion aura. I don't have Holy Wrath yet, though. I just got my Exorcism, my Consecration. Get your ass back over here. But the talent pages for Warlock and Rogue do look really good in Wrath as well. Killing Spree. And Metamorphosis. That's what we're gonna have. I'd really be interested in trying out a full Affliction in Wrath. I don't like full Affliction or Destruction in this game because you have to give up Soul Link. That means you get killed the minute an enemy just sneezes on you. It took Blizzard until Wrath to realize, yeah, you know what? Warlocks kind of need that survivability by default Let's put the soul link higher in the page so that everyone can goddamn get it. I have stuff that needs to go to the auction house. I'm forgetting my wands again. I'm never gonna use up all these things. I got a whole bunch more in the bank. Combat. Well, I got one of them off. I'm in combat now. Skilled up my sword skill with this thing was rough because I had no points. I hadn't used a sword since like 18 or something. And now I'm trying to swing this thing that's 3.9. I think it took like 5 minutes to kill the first mob because it was just whiff, whiff, whiff. I had to keep healing myself because the thing would just beat me down over and over. People are getting the bats. That's unlucky. That's a waste. Oh, double fail. You got the wisp too. There you go. You need one that you can fight in. That guy clicked off the skeleton. Why? You were a midget. I turned you into a regular height skeleton. You clicked it off. Or did I have it on the shaman? I forget which. Another bone link. Got the wisp again. Gnome party. That one's okay, but it's only a single stat, so it's not very good either. You want Falcon. There's a staff. These people are clicking off the costume, so I'm not going to cast any more on them. Almost got all the tempers. I don't have kings because that takes 11 points in the protection page. I think that's part of the standard ret build, because they put 41 ret and then at least 11 over into protection to get that. But yeah, I'm 35 here. And 1 in devotion ore. I thought I would go for the kings sooner, so I put that point there, then I changed my mind. I was like, no, I'll just keep going down red, so never the point over there. I'm stoned. I was gonna get that anyway, though. It just means that my red is delayed by 1 level. He's all the way over here. Shriveled heart. It's still a shriveled crock of shit. Don't think anyone would ever want to equip that. Your route out here, but the mob's still shooting at you because it has a bow. Toted. Ravager's armor. That would have been nice a while ago. Do me any good right now. Or at this point. I need to check the auction house for some more plate. Do some shopping. Wearing your shoulder on the wrong side. You're right-handed. So you have your spiky shoulder on the left side. The mobs are healing too. Chop chop. that hard with the negative stats. Another item that should have just been fixed. I don't know why they left that there. Here's where we get to the fun part.
Let the executions begin.
I'm just gonna wisdom this thing. Sanctuary Executioner. Okay, whoever's got the key needs to go let those people out. Okay, it's fun time. This other group is gonna help us fight all that shit down there. Most of them will be non-elites though. This event is not too difficult unless someone does something dumb. Out of the other group, the ones that we need to survive is the human warrior and the goblin. We need those. But the dwarf chick is actually their healer. Even if one of them gets beat down, she's just gonna heal. They're all elites, so they have a decent amount of health. They will stay up here for a while, which is smart. That's what you should do. Unless you're playing in a later expansion, then you can just run right down here and just AoE everything. Because in the later expansions, the game is a complete joke. They totally removed difficulty from the game. Any difficulty or risk. They wanted to make every player feel like a walking god. It's like booting up a typical game and then turning on a cheat that makes your character invulnerable or something. It's like, well, you don't get any kind of challenge or accomplishment out of that.
Strength and honor.
Oro Eye Gouge is their warlock. Got an engineer, blast fuse, priest, rogue, raven, fly. Time for me to put out some blessings. Where's that croc? Now that I think about it, can I bless you guys? No, okay, that doesn't work. I can't buff them. Got that Wind Fury on my weapon. I'm getting on the elites. Some big chops. I think this boss can actually drop a pike. So, is that better than what I've got? Well, yeah, a little bit. I'll switch to it if it drops, because I haven't even swung the pole yet. I'd have to drop my command because it's fast. Pole's the one thing I haven't swung yet. So I'd start getting weapon skill on that shit. Get my skills. Can you guess which one of those hasn't been swung at all? Two-hand with Wind Fury and command. I like it. We're getting there. We're close to the end. When they start to run out of trolls, your other guys will walk to the bottom. Then at that point, we're going to aggro everything that's left. You may have aggroed too much. Better put up the red ore for this shit. That'd be so much damage. Does anyone have some bombs? Bandage him while I'm bubbled. They're gonna come right back to me though. Shit, I slid down. There's Necron's medallion. There's the other, which we don't care about.
Talk to me. What's up?
Okay, go blow the door. Before you fight these people, talk to the goblin and send him out of here so you don't kill him. Because we're gonna fight these people and we want the goblin to be here for it. You need him to blow that door over there so you can get to the other bosses. Medallion. Now we gotta kill them because they betray us. You see, we were sent on a quest in here to get something called a Divino Rod. Divino Monadic Rod. Sergeant Bly is the one that has it. But they had him locked up. So, we rescued him in exchange for the rod, and then he's like, no, we're not handing that over. So you kill him and take it. Naturally, he's got the most health. He's the tank of the group. The others are much weaker. There's the rod. I guess we're gonna take a minute then. Okay, he's back. I'm outrunning it. I gotta stop. Run speed is great. I'm liking Paladin enough to stick around at 70 and do all the dungeons and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna raid with him. Have to see how things work out on the Horde side, really. I already had one guild go bust. Now I'm switching to another one. I'd like to get all the bosses down before they get fucking nerfed. Which was going to happen with, the next phase comes out. The old content gets nerfed. You haven't killed them before, then that basically robs you of your accomplishment. I mean, you get some street cred for killing them pre-nerf. No one gives a shit if you kill them post-nerf. Blizzard plans to nerf them before releasing the next phase, which is kind of dumb. Why not just go ahead and release the next phase? Well, they announced a date on that, so I'll be seeing if I can get those down before then with the new guild, which has not killed them yet either, by the way. So they've killed a few extra bosses than I have done before, but they haven't gotten all of them yet. But finding a new guild that has the exact same progression that I was already in at a decent time and everything, it's not easy to get all the dominoes to line up. Probably got the best one that I could. Unless I got into one that was all content cleared and they just let me fill a slot and they just carried me and killed everything. That's what some of the people in our last guild are doing. When our exodus started, some of those people went to better guilds that have already killed everything. Embrace of the Lycan. That is a fantastic item for druids and rogues. But I think this druid is not feral. One spec. She's actually resto. Yeah, well, I don't want it regardless. I'm not wearing leather. I don't really want to join a guild that is all content cleared and then either warm their bench or just get carried. It's like, yay, I'm in the best guild on the rim. But you're not in their raid team, you're on their bench, hoping that one of their main raiders doesn't show up that week. You're the reserve force. And even if they take you, you could just sit back and twiddle your thumbs because they're going to kill the boss regardless. They didn't even need you. They could just as well have killed it with 24 people in an empty slot. You're just filling the slot. We're not quite finished yet. We've got to get to Terra and the second tablet, which is actually on the same mob. Both of those. The troll of the lake back here. Nice, there's a plate. Switch into that. Didn't even look at the other rewards. I know there's a ring on one of them that's decent. Gold, gold. Plate shoulder. My herald shoulder is blue, but it's a male. So we will switch to that one. There's the ring. The nice looking pimp hat. Well, no, it's not really a pimp hat. Like a fishing hat or a Grim Reaper hat. The hat you would wear with a trench coat. Right now. I don't have a gun or a lightning bolt with this character, so I just gotta stick my head over there. Okay, that's it. We need more trolls as well. Combat. Shit. Yeah, I just aggro. You better not try to aggro all of them while someone is leaving. I think it's the shaman. Okay. So it looks like we might be able to get Derpzilla. One of the crew is going to switch characters to another character that has the mallet. I wasn't worried about it. I picked up the quest just in case someone had the mallet. I'm not going out of my way to get the damn thing. The carrot is something I hurl to the vendor as soon as I get something else to put on the slot. I really wish the nether wing rep was in. There's good money to be made doing all the daily quests there. My characters could work towards getting the damn dragon. That is the 5-pack. We want the healer. It's gonna drop the totems and heal. I'm toted. No, we probably probably all gonna die right here. We kind of need to go back to the door to summon anyway. But the one you want to get is the Witch Doctor. And then maybe this one, because this one, the Shadow Hunter is the one that trolls, that toads you. So you get the caster's Shadow Bolt and Pain, I think. The Witch Doctors drop totems and heal. The Shadow Hunter is the one that toads you. There's a weird ass name. I'm not gonna try to say that. Where's he parked? Theramore Isle. Temper. My bag's gonna be filling up. But if I was a paladin in Karazhan, pretty much everything in there you could goddamn exorcism or holy wrath. I guess we'll just keep clearing until it gets here. Notice it came in here. Figured I'd be able to get a group for this dungeon though, because it's got a bunch of quests and it's easy to get to. People don't hate this place as much as they do Mirrodin or Uldaman. Even with the nerfs, not many people want to go there. Although it's been totally nerfed to shit now. But it was a shithole to begin with. The mobs outside are no longer elite. The whole second half of the dungeons has level reduced. It now caps out at 40. You used to have to go in there at about the same level you came in here. Because the final mobs will be 43 or 44. If you went in there with a level 40 party, you'd get destroyed. All those bloodthirsty trogs. The mini groups couldn't kill the goddamn golem boss, which is far too high for the level. And I think another one they nerfed was the Sunken Temple boss. You're hearthing out of here? We're about to do Derpzilla. Our healer just left. Well, probably do it without him. Alright, I'm gonna wait now until the other guy shows up. Oh, 70. Damn. Well, he's got the mallet. Okay, 70 mage here with the mallet, and basically gonna wreck this thing, but yeah, I don't have the mallet. The rest of us didn't have the mallet, so if it wasn't for this guy coming in, we wouldn't get this boss. Boing! Wasn't technically a carry. We did everything up until this guy, and The only reason we did that is because we couldn't summon the damn guy. I don't know why that mallet is still in the game. They need to just remove it, let you walk up there and hit the thing. Not bother with that crap anymore. So yeah, 70 mage had the mallet, but obviously we would have killed it anyway.
Thank you.
I'm not taking the portal actually, I just want to ride out here. So that is it for our Zul'Farrak. I am going to start turning in this big barrage of quests. I'm like 1 bar from leveling. Then we will see what we get next. Don't have a shortcut. You just gotta run out of here. Most of the classic dungeons don't have one. It's more common in the Crusade dungeons because they are more refined. But that's it for now. We actually have a rare spawn. I was just about to cut it. But I might need help to kill it. See if those others will come over here. Well, I'm just running out of here. I mentioned the rare spawn. So they all just left. Anyway. The trolls have respawned as well. I just want to get back to the door. Be a bunch of angry trolls behind me now. But that is it for this run. Saw a rare spawn there, but I guess we just won't worry about killing it.